America needs to have significant tax simplification. We have to make it simpler and easier to comply with America's tax laws. And by the way, Americans' tax laws need to become simpler to understand as well. I also think we need to provide certainty. We need to have permanent tax cuts. You look at the existing tax rates that were cut by President Bush a few years ago. Let's make those permanent. And then once we make those permanent, don't let them expire in 2011. Then let's move forward and look for ways to lower other taxes, like the capital gains tax, like the corporate tax rate, which is way too high. And then we have some taxes that are just flat out wrong, like the death tax. The death tax, in my mind, is fundamentally immoral and should be outlawed and banned. America's government shouldn't be spending money it doesn't have. So at a minimum, we should cut out any deficit spending that we have going forward. Stop growing American government in an unsustainable way. Second, if you propose tax cuts, you got to show how you're going to pay for those tax cuts, and that will involve reducing the size of government. But I think that ultimately, those tax reductions and that tax certainty that you'll bring to the marketplace will generate more revenue than we're getting from the existing tax code, much less tax increases. I think in the very near future, those tax measures will end up being a net positive, not just for government's revenue ledger, but also for the American economy.